Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Astropill. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome back to my room where I freaking have the boss here with me, and we might get to snuggle under the kotatsu, and I'm gonna go change into something cute. Hopefully things go okay. Wish me luck. Welcome back to Valhalla. Let's do it. Let's flirt like we've never flirted before. Take your time. Hi! Hello, 4. I still don't really know what kind of voice you have and how you're able to talk. Is this some kind of dramatical murder kind of thing where, like, it's the AI pet, so it's not a real animal? Say, Jill, there's a blue-eyed mass of black fur glaring in my general direction. Oh, that's just 4. He's just wary of any new visitors. Cats will be cats, I guess. He'll warm up quickly, though. Just give him time. He's unusual looking. Blue eyes on a black cat. They usually have green. Yeah, weird, huh? At first I thought they were like that because he was small, but they never changed. Do you have any pets, boss? Back at home, we had a bear. A friggin' bear, you heard me right. I see. What? That's right, good old Bosco. He kept intruders away better than any dog. Dana, you have led a very interesting life. How did y'all, like, domesticate, though, and, like, keep them round? Like, what? Right. Oh, cute. Aw, who are they? This picture here isn't something you see every day. So it's Jill and she says she's an only child. So, and then she says she doesn't see her cousins much. So who are they? What, me taking such a sappy pic? No, a framed picture on printed paper. It's so vintage. Who are these? That's, the one on the right is Lenore, my ex-girlfriend. Oh, okay. Cool. So I guess Jill's bi because I think she mentioned having a relationship with a guy and now a girl. Cool. The one on the left is Gabrielle, her sister. Huh. Is this pic recent or? Actually, that one's from 3 to 4 years ago. You look exactly the same. I'm only 27. What did you expect? That's why they say kids are the ones that get old. I thought it was recent because you don't usually see people displaying pictures of their exes so openly. Yeah, that is interesting. Y'all still in a good relationship? I mean, like, y'all still friends? You don't really talk about her at all. Let alone a printed and framed one. That is a lot of effort to go through. Did you two break up on good terms then? You even hesitated a bit when calling her your ex. Is it weird? It's a weird. I'll throw it away. I'll burn it. Look, look, you new one in my life. You wanna? Let's just say that everything ended with both of us saying mean things. And me storming out of her house, breaking a couple things on the way out. Ooh, boy, that does not sound like a good time. We never broke up formally, and I guess I still have feelings for her. Aw, Jill. Aw, that's so sad. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope you'll be able to work things out in terms of just, like, talking things through. Just like having closure. I hope we get to go through that in the game. I just went away. Haven't said a word since. Really? It's hard to picture you doing such a thing. And you look so happy in the picture. Why have her picture? I can't say pic. I'm sorry. That's weird to me. Plenty of people shorten it. It's totally fine, like natural when people say it, but it feels weird when it comes out of my mouth, so I'm just gonna change it to picture. Why have her picture out like this then? I just couldn't get my mind off something that Alma said to me about missing having the warmth of someone else pressed against your side. I'm flirting with you! Landing lights towards me, landing lights towards my body. I'm flirting with you. Using them as your pillow, mixing your perfume with theirs, putting your hand in their chest, listening to their breathing as they pet your head, giving you a sidelong glance, looking deep into your eyes as I'm saying all of this, dozing off, knowing they're there, watching you, protecting you. You know, we shared a night at the bar. You were like watching me and protecting me, you know? I don't know. I felt nostalgic, then miserable. Oh, just put this away. I've been meaning to apologize, but I feel like it's too late now. Whenever I go out, there's this fear in the back of my head that I'll meet her in the street. This song is way too happy for this, y'all. You know, I like the jukebox because there are so many amazing tracks to choose from, and it's cool that you get to, like, you know, mix your own track and stuff like that. But, like, I kind of would prefer it if the game would just pre-program having tracks during certain segments so that it'll fit the mood better. I don't know. I just don't know if I could face her again, let alone talk to her. I'd be a mess. It's never too late to apologize, Jill. Maybe. What's that on the table? Boss, you're being a little too nosy right now. Look, stop looking through my stuff. It's going bad, okay? Looks like an It's nothing! No, please, give that to me. Just hand it to me. Nothing suspicious at all, please. Lope, all right. I saw nothing. Don't worry. Anyway, let's grab some beers. Huh, what was the envelope? I don't know if they've referenced it yet, so I don't know if we know. Guide me. I'm sorry, what? You know, to the beers. Oh, right. Not like through my body or anything. Damn, you have lots of beer. Cute. Oh, Shine Spark Out. Oh, that's Miki's song, and that's her face. Kira Miki. Cool. Here's our little balcony. Here's a little plant. Great. Beers so far 0. Cans left 12. Remaining beer 100%. And a drink. What is this weird new minigame? What is this? I'm a little afraid. Can we screw this up? Can I save? Y'all, can I save? Okay. Okay, that's it. Oh, crap. What did she say? Guide me. Damn, you have lots of beer, and that's it. Well, the BTC gives me discounts and a point card, and a point card I can use every time I buy their alcohol. With that, beer is actually the cheapest drink I can get. Is there any difference between the drinks at the bar and these? The drinks at the bar are more addictive, flavorful, and also stronger than the ones they sell in stores. And besides, the one in the bar is more of a double IPA. This is more of a Pilsner. I totally know exactly what that means. In English, please. Thank you, Dana. Thank you. This one's lighter in color and lighter in flavor. Dunno, it doesn't taste like a lighter to me. Ha 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 ha, Dana's so funny. Jill, no, Jill, that's where you and I can't be friends, okay? Y'all laughing at these immature things and these puns. I mean, no, it's fine. It's totally fine. Just that one didn't get me. That one killed me inside. Jill laughing at it. Girl! Excuse me. Is this one made with that, what was the name of the base liquid you use at the bar again? Dana, shouldn't you know? You freaking own the bar. Y'all never worked the bar a day in your life? Oh, JK, I wouldn't know that either. Sorry, Dana, I'm sorry, I doubted your intelligence. Nutriogenic, dichrometrical, let's just try it. Okay, let's go through this slowly. Nutriogenic, dichometrical, lidogenal, or NDL, whatever, I'm done. It was a supplement or something, right? It was an experimental fluid they created to replace water when the maiden kiss polluted water supplies. Huh, what is that? The effects of pollution turned out to be temporary, so NDL never went into mass production. But the BTC still commissioned it and used for bars. And is this the one they made it with? Wait, is this the one they made with it? Let's see. Yep, here it is. Near the end, NDL and cornstarch. Cornstarch? It serves as a stabilizer, if I remember correctly. They need it for packaged drinks. I see. I just realized something. You're a freaking nerd! You're a freaking drink otaku! What? You're a nerd, Jill. Dana, y'all! Girl! You feeling me? We connect, we got chemistry. Y'all wanna hook up? Look, you and me gonna get along just fine, Dana. Guilty as charged. I still have that bottle of rum somewhere around. Do you want some of it? Will you have some too? Not really, no. Then leave it like that. I'm not letting you drink beer alone. It's not how drinking with friends works. Do you consider me a friend then, boss? Something more? Why wouldn't I? Dunno, what with being my boss and all, I was never too sure. Well, in case you had any doubts, yes, I consider you one of my best friends. Wow, that's confusing. Y'all gotta be on the same page. You know, that's not good if, like, Jill didn't even think that they were friends, and then Dana's like, you're one of my best friends. That seems like too big of a disconnect there. Besides, you and Gil are always so diligent and responsible that I'm boss in name only anyway. That's good to know. On a side note, it surprises me you kept that poster of me in the room. that. She saw that. Has she seen our phone wallpaper? What? Dana, why was there a poster of you? Because we clearly don't know about your, like, wrestler past. So, like, how did we have a poster of you? What was it for? A promotional thing for the bar? I don't think that's the case, because if you really had a promotional poster with your face on it, advertising the bar, I think we'd be drowning in people by now. And even more that you hung it in plain sight. When I gave it to you, it was more or less a joke, you know. Does it make you uncomfortable? If it doesn't make you uncomfortable, why would it make me uncomfortable? It's my own face. I'm still wondering why you did it, though. Dana, look, she ain't picking up the signs, okay? I mean, I guess we're not Is Jill throwing signs at her? She kinda is. But, like, Dana seems like she'd be a bit thick about that, though. Aside from filling an empty spot in the wall, I don't really know. I thought it was funny, too. Jill, you keep making those excuses, girl. Just tell her, okay? I guess it's like if someone gave you, I don't know, a dildo-shaped trophy or something, and you had it there as a conversation starter? Why was that the example that you went to of all examples you could have come up with? I mean, truth be told, sometimes I bring this up as a conversation starter. There's like Taiwanese markets that come every so often, like night markets, and they have tons of like food stands, basically. That's what they're known for. And this gives them people free reign to come up with whatever the hell weird food they want to come up with. Y'all probably wondering how this relates to dildos. I'll tell you in a sec. So there's this one, there's one stand that makes like, I don't know what they call them, but I call them penis cakes. They're literally just like cake things shaped into penises, and they're filled with white cream. I know. And no, I haven't tried it yet. But it seems like people enjoy it because there's always a huge line whenever I go there. Anyways, my nose is running like crazy right now. Although no one comes here anyways, so it's kind of pointless. What, no steamy nights of passion? I mean, tonight could be a steamy night of passion, if you know what I'm saying. No, I have no clue. Do you have company coming later? I could go if you want me to get out of the way. No, boss! Not since a year ago, I think, and I'd rather not talk about what happened then. Ooh. Did someone hurt you? Because if they did, I can go dish out the pain. No, nothing of the sort. A different kind of mess. Uncomfortable mess. Not being able to have sex for reasons mess. Ooh, I'm sorry, Jill. Glad to know you have my back, though. That's what friends are for. Wait, you talk about the poster and compare it to having a dildo-shaped trophy. Dana, you and I, we have a link. We know each other. We understand. Did you just call me a dildo face? That's what friends are for. Hey, boss, be honest with me here. About what? Whose Gil exactly? What do you mean? You know what I mean. Who the hell is he? Oh yeah, that. Now I get it. Well, I have a couple of ideas. I know for certain that Gil was in the Hong Kong riots. Am I supposed to drink periodically? Oh! I don't know when to drink. That should give me a clue as to who he is, but... Do I, like, want to get drunk so that we'll, like, do stuff with her? I don't know. I'd rather not resort to that. When am I supposed to drink? Do I, like, wait for her to drink and I drink or something? I don't know. I don't really get it. That should give me a clue as to who he is, but... So far, I've only found out about one such defector, and he didn't leave Hong Kong for at least 4 years. I also know for certain that Gil was in England and France during that time frame. It's always like that. When I think I have a clue as to who he is, something else comes up that contradicts the evidence. I'm just gonna click on it occasionally. That guy's troublesome. A bit, yeah. I wonder if Gil's alright. You worried about him? You make it sound like I'm some emotionless robot. You can be hard to read. I wouldn't worry about Gil so much, though. There's 3 things I know for certain about him. First, he can take care of himself. Second, you can sincerely trust him. And third, he absolutely hates bell pepper. He does? I've seen him even reject food that has been in contact with it. Man, what a baby. Unless he's allergic or something, then okay, I guess I could forgive that. He's not. Man, what a baby! How did you meet such a guy? He showed up in the door of the bar. What? Well, it was shortly after the whole incident with Robert and the levitation potion, right? They mentioned that before? Right, levitation potion. It was a slow day and he just showed up at the bar. I offered him a drink, but he said he didn't have money on him. I couldn't leave him alone, so I pretty much gave the drinks for free. And after a couple, he broke down crying. Huh? I don't really know what he did, but he was really, really regretting it. He wanted a second chance or whatever, and I told him if he could wash himself, I'd find him a job. And I'll be damned, he looked totally different the next day. Damn. I tried and failed to find out anything about him. So I decided to take him at face value. I'd judge him from what he did as an employee. And aside from the occasional sudden escapade, he's been as loyal gets. I returned the favor in kind, covering his ass from time to time, sometimes literally. Why? Because he get naked? He's strip naked, show up naked at bar, you cover him? What surprises me is that you took him in so easily. I could take care of myself and I always kept an eye on him. And besides, after the whole Robert thing, I couldn't ignore someone that desperate so easily. I don't know, I'm just clicking it randomly. I see. You've made the bar more lively yourself, you know. How so? Well, with the regulars you've earned— oh, sorry. Oh, my nose. Well, with the regulars you've earned, of course. Like that blonde titty hacker. I can't remember her name. Alma? I was gonna say Armitage. Y'all? She's a nice girl, you know? You don't have to refer to her by her boobs. I know they're impressive, okay? I think her ahoge is way more impressive than that. I don't think she's young enough to be called a girl. Says the girl who's eternally 17. In any case, she's really lovely. When you hear her speak of her family, she speaks with such love. Her face just brightens up. Makes me kind of jealous that she has such a close relationship with them, to be honest. You have bad relations with your family? Not bad, but I'm not exactly close to anyone aside from my mom, dad, and aunt. But back to Alma, I'm really hoping she finds a nice guy to settle with. I mean, she's so bent into finding one, I can't help but want her to succeed. I see. There's also that sex worker robot girl. Dorothy. She intrigues me, though. I've seen a lot of sex workers over the years, and she seems pretty giddy. It's not like she likes her job, but rather that she takes to it with such childish excitement. I've kind of noticed that too, but then again, Lilim can be weird. You think? Lilim operate in some really foreign logic. I mean, they don't really share our fear of mortality. Even if their bodies are destroyed, their minds are already backed up in the collective source. If they lose an arm, they can reattach it or replace it. Depending on the circumstances, they might not even feel pain at all. It's not like they haven't attained human-like emotions like fear or love, but they are different. Like a different culture, if you must. I didn't see it that way. Aside from that, Dorothy is a DFC-72. It's a social interactions model or something. Lilim get positive reinforcement straight from their bodies if they're fulfilling their main purpose, so I'm guessing she gets a built-in push whenever she's in a meaningful or challenging social interaction. Interesting. The name Lilim is a bit weird, though. It is? You'd expect them to be called bots or dolls, but Lilim doesn't convey the image of automatons. Just a tip, bots and dolls are considered slurs by them. Bot is akin to calling them retarded, and doll is like calling them fake. Interesting. Thanks for the advice. That aside, do you know why they're called Lilim? As far as I know, because they all come from a bigger AI called Lilith. And Lilim are Lilith's offspring in Jewish folklore. Ooh, cool. Hey, speaking of names, why don't you like being called by your full name? I have no idea what you're talking about. Come on, spill the beans, Jill! It's Dana! Don't act stupid. Back when you first transferred, I called you Julianne, and you almost tore me a new one with your glare. See? Like that. It's no big secret, but it's one of those things that feels silly when you say it out loud. Try me. Well, did you ever watch Model Warrior Julianne? Oh no, when some popular media ruins your name, I understand actually. It's one of the reasons I don't want to reveal my name. It's not really that big of a deal. Like it's not, I don't hate it. I'm fine with my name, but there's some popular media out there that if I mention it, it's gonna constantly give references to that. So that's the only thing I'm gonna say about it. Not all of it, but my little sister's a big fan of the reruns. Back when I was in elementary school, I was a huge fan of the show. I had everything, from the dolls to the costumes to the lunchboxes. It didn't help that it was one of those shows that got strapped literally everywhere. I saw a couple of episodes once. They were really nice. It was beyond nice. The show's about a model who can transform into an armor-clad magic knight. That sounds incredible. Can we get this show, please? Can somebody go license that? Excuse me. She fights demons born from greed and vanity. How the show presented Jules hating her job because it invited enemies, and yet still found solace in trying to be a role model. Hell, the main character wasn't a kid. Julianne was an adult that became younger when transformed. Oh, interesting. I'd say it was a pretty ambitious kids show, even by today's standards. Just the fact that her enemies were literally issues dealing with beauty standards of body image, challenging as hell, dude. Metal as hell, man. Whoa, you got excited there. And that is the problem. Back when I was obsessed with Jules, I sang the songs, dressed like her. I could even recite full chapters. Something tells me you still can. That's besides the point. It was nice while I was in elementary school, but then I went to middle school, and what a surprise! Tweens are jackasses. I completely sympathize with you there, Jill. They went out of their way to tease me about the things I did back then. I don't hold it against Jules. I always hold my grudge against those nut jobs. Sounds rough. You know how most girls worry about their thighs at that age? I worried about jerkasses singing the theme tune of the show mocking me. Anyways, every time someone calls me Julianne or Jules, I instinctively react negatively. Pavlov would be proud of me. I never talk about it because I find the whole thing too silly in retrospect. And yet it affects you even today. There's nothing wrong with it though. It's actually kind of reasonable. I sure hope so. Let's continue having this nice open chat with Dana in the next episode. I kind of want to maybe look up how much beer I should be drinking in case that'll affect some kind of outcome. Because I feel like there, oh, another thing I neglected to mention, in the previous episode I was talking about how I discussed a few things with Berkeley. And one of them was, he ended up looking up something that could happen with Kiramiki in the beginning where she mentions the tea. And you remember how we can buy a Mulan tea? Turns out, I think if you buy the tea before she comes into the bar, right? How would you think to do that? How would you think to do that in hindsight? Before she comes to the bar, you can serve it to her the way she likes it. And I don't know how much more that would affect the story, but like, I think that's like stuff you would literally not be able to figure out unless you replay the game. So anyways, I'm just a bit worried that like there's something we're gonna miss and we're gonna have to replay to see it. So maybe I'll get some subtle hints about the amount of beerage to go with here because it feels like it's kind of important maybe. So anyways, join me next time for some more chillaxin' with the boss. See you then. Zaxxus, over and out.